EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in and mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Open man, that's Dante Thornton. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Genty, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Keep it on the ground with Genty, and this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up third and 4.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Really nice job job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Could we see the first touchdown of the new season? It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Denty will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Now, the extra point.
Point after.
It's up and good. And the Raiders have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Brought in by Chris Olave. And he's going to be brought down up at the 45. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's got to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
So these might be the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and you know they missed on that long attempt. At least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Third and 9.
Let's go. Mustang 19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
That's complete to the rookie out of Miami. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
What a luxury. Certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back, and that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll dash back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing new.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Genty. Room for Rock past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will score. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Raiders. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Now this time he'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, New Orleans.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
6-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Handoff here, up the middle. They managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. We'll talk things over before third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. First and goal coming up.
First and goal.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
70 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
And he's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, Saints.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Saints will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Saker is there to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. It's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man downfield. He's got his tight end Bowers. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Genty. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short. Down near the goal line. Sets up 1st and goal.
Here's Genty. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were the guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The left side into the hands of Olave.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while. they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On the jump.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now. Go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 28-yard line.
My haters, I wish them well. Get up on my level, I'm sending them straight to hell. We all in the city.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Back to the air once more on set. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flat. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Let's go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Back deep for Olave. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give, forced to his right. He's going to look downfield once again. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. Here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. That's complete to ETN. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
There we go, Shaq. Back to 60. Back to 60.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop over before you can get any return cranked up.
26-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genty. Not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing now on third and long. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. He needed 13. Got 14 for the first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Chase Young taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down. Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. What you got?
A run. Genty.
Genty with all carries. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Genty. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, Vegas.
Yeah, we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
On the toss, they'll run. Finding room to the 20. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
On the handoff, this is Genty. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Quarterbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up and run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Throwing now from the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Saints 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropping for the loss of a yard.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Swung out to Etienne. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
And it's third down.
Dragon 60. Go!
He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
19 right, help!
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. A gutsy call, but they pay off. It's a gain of 17.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
From 29, here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Well, they all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That is brought in at the 10. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Saints. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Significant moment here for the Saints as they will try the 2-point conversion.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Saints 22.
You know, it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Jenkins in the backfield. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That looked good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
On second down, Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 31 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Second and 5. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this one blown up. Good serve. Drop up. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line. Saints going to use their second timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Third and 7.
Check. Panther. Let's go. 60 Bisons.
We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
It's 4th down.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And as for much more, 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Back to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second-guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchdown. Here's first down. Right back to the air following that pick six. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught.